The North American portion of Ranked Royale 2v2 starts today. I'll go over the teams real quick because we haven't talked about who qualified. Qualifying first is Team Firstkiller with Gyro. Second is Team Yan with Card. Third was Team Two Piece, who picked up Parth. Fourth, Team LJ with Evo. Fifth, Team Ajax with Lion Blaze. Sixth, Team Lunar, who picked up Andy. And then our two qualifiers that we saw previously yesterday, which is Team Daunt with Tivaristo and Team Cam with Flitz. Today, we're going to be following Team Firstkiller through all of Pool A or Group A, and you're going to be able to see the other games on twitch.tv/TheDangerTaco, starting with Team Firstkiller versus Team Cam in round one. Round one, Firstkiller Gyro, Cam and Flitz. We saw some magic out of Cam, who wasn't a hard carry by any means, but he definitely had the most clips out of the Cam-Flitz duo. And Cam and Flitz denying Magic Bear and AJ in two different series from being able to qualify. So a lot of people who maybe don't know 2's ball, very surprised to see Cam and Flitz do so well against an Optic squad that had an amazing RLCS weekend this last weekend. But 2's is not 3's. But one thing's consistent between both 2's and 3's and 1's in any game mode, and that is Firstkiller is nasty with it. 131 km/h shot to start off North American Ranked Royale. Gyro and Firstkiller once upon a time phase teammates. Do they still have the chemistry from oh so long ago? I don't know how long ago that was now. Flitz is a menace, man. The double demo, right? I'm pretty sure he got both of Team Firstkiller. It's not going to show the first demo, but you see the respawn of Gyro, and Cam didn't have to go too hard. Recognized he could get a soft shot as long as he put it on target. It was going to be a goal. Flitz being a menace, making it possible for Cam. We also saw a lot of kickoff work from Team Cam yesterday. And they will go to, I think, the second Spanish of this game so far. Cam is going to be forced to own goal, courtesy of Firstkiller. First and Gyro were never teammates. Oh, they were both on phase. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think you're right. I just know both of them have phase in my head when I think about them, but I guess Gyro was on phase. Was Firstkiller on Rogue during that era? Were they on different eras? FK replaced him? Oh, wow. They've made amends then. They've made amends. Well, it's good to see. You know, they both have phase up in their blood. That's what I meant to say. Oh, what a shot. Cam gonna retie the game here. He has been on another level. He's got Firstkiller in nets. The reset gets just enough of an additional touch to keep it away from him. The Real Jar, by the way, thank you for the tier 1 for 7 months. I think you might have subscribed during the intro. Went hardcore into intro mode. Gyro popping up to Firstkiller. Can he control this on target? He can. Why did I even ask? Why am I asking, can Firstkiller anything? The answer is always yes. Not only does he do it, he makes sure Cam can get nowhere close to the ball. Yo, Sleaze Priest is just trying to take money away from Baby Feer's college fund. Yo. The reason why he says that, I don't think I've mentioned here today this stream, is every donation to the prize pool gets matched by me up until we reach $4,000. But as it stands right now, you can basically just assume I'll match any donation. So Sleaze Priest putting in 10. I'll put an additional 10 in as well, which I believe brings us to around a $390 prize pool collectively. So thank you guys for contributing. Cam doing some work to retie the series. Kickoff win for Team Firstkiller. Firstkiller able to beat out, I think it was FLITZ, but Cam around to make the slow goal line save. FLITZ and Cam working into the blue corner. Gyro almost hit a crazy own goal as he tried to clear off the back wall. Not a lot of opportunities created when a team is able to turtle up and actually rotate back to be prepared. Firstkiller into the corner. Follow-up has just Cam to beat, but Cam is there. Forces it up over the top of the crossbar. Now Gyro doesn't have a great angle, but has to 50 it. Can't afford to drop the ball down to Firstkiller. If he leaves it for Firstkiller, then it's going to be beat out by FLITZ. So he has to go and 50 FLITZ, but 50 FLITZ he does. And then he fakes what would have been an absolutely nutty read as it came off the wall. Cam, though, reacted to that. Pre-jumped it and then could not get back down and in front of the net before the Gyro tap in. Interesting kickoff. Gyro was trying to lose it into the back corner, it seems, to Firstkiller. And Cam was, I think, going Spanish. Firstkiller looking to place the ball low underneath Cam, but Cam has to save. Gyro has a reset. He's going to carry the ball over the top of FLITZ. Gyro giving Team Firstkiller a 2-goal lead off of a very impressive reset off the back wall. The fact that he was able to bring that back on target is impressive. Gyro looking mechy today is an accurate analysis of what we just saw. Firstkiller bringing the ball back into the blue corner. Does not want to just give the ball away in possession. And this is the reason why, because if he has control, he can make something happen. Team Cam moving in a bit too deep to follow him there into the corner. And then the 1-2 on the counterattack converts for a goal. 3-goal lead for Team Firstkiller. I think Gyro did score the first ever Psycho. It was in a day 1 stream, maybe? I don't think it was mainstream. I think it was a day 1, or like maybe it was a close qualifier or something like that. I remember it not being at the highest level of visibility, even though it was RLCS. Oh, Firstkiller trying to pogo his way to getting a low double. Firstkiller trying to be the first to hit a Psycho in ranked Royale. Psycho does get the ball over the top of Cam and makes it possible for Gyro to go to work, but he gets nothing, and neither does Firstkiller. So Cam will tap in what is probably just a consolation goal, unless a couple magic kickoffs here happen. Probably the first one needs to chip directly at the net and go immediately in, and then that'll waste about a second and a half, and then they need to keep the ball up. But they won't do either of those things. So Firstkiller and Gyro take game number 1 in a best of 5. Game number 2. You're a fan of the people who invite themselves. As I've mentioned before, this is your first time checking in to Ranked Royale. The player who qualified their team will be listed first on the overlay. So Firstkiller actually qualifying his team in the top position. Rank 1 North America at the deadline. Cam, I believe, was, I think, rank 7 or 8. He wasn't the very bottom. I think he was 7. Not sure. Might have been 6. Either way, Cam not quite as high, so he had to go through the qualifier, but Cam and FLITZ made it through the qualifier. And there was not easy opponents there. FLITZ trying to clip on Team Firstkiller. You'll see them on the Wikipedia listed as the player who qualified them. So, for example, Team Firstkiller. But I like to show both names in case somebody tunes in real quick. They know exactly who is playing. Firstkiller catches the ball down into a rolling dribble after a few different aerial attempts between the two of them. Decided to try and attack on the ground, but that will be what stops their attack. Firstkiller over one and a demo to the back wall, and he's going to be pressuring the net as well, so it's going to be very likely to be a goal. Makes it a 2v1 as FLITZ challenge miss, and then Firstkiller actually didn't even really try and chase Cam. He did cross over the goal line where a defender would be, so that's why you see Cam going in and out of the net. He knew he was getting bumped if he stayed where he wanted to be, so that's why he took his unorthodox approach, and Gyro makes the right read to drop it low so that Cam misses. CAM, I think, was in qualification range, but also did not want to play. Oh, the team pinch, or not the team pinch, the opponent's pinch. As Cam, strong first touch, Firstkiller catches it, and then uses Cam to set up the shot. 132 km/h. Cam probably could have afforded not to dive back on the ball. Gyro, I don't think got a reset. I was wrong. Did get a reset. Didn't seem like a normal touch. Firstkiller has 0 to work with. Cam trying to put it off the backboard for FLITZ. FLITZ took the risk, and it was a risk indeed, kind of being proven right here because, yeah, they are going to get scored on the other way. So this is, it's really important as that second player in twos to make sure you have really a solid shot. You can't even really get away with a 50. You have to have a pretty darn good play on the ball as it comes off the back wall. If your teammate was as high and as low boost as Cam was. Cam making the pass at almost ceiling height with 0 boost. If FLITZ is going to go for that ball, it has to be a pretty good shot that then results in the other team taking a while to counterattack if they're going to. But if you instead get beat, or even if you get a somewhat neutral 50, which is what happened with FLITZ when he went for the ball, you have absolutely no help. So it is your low boost teammate who is still probably falling from the ceiling, and you who just lost the 50 against a more prepared defender. And even though they sort of made it back, Team Firstkiller converts. Cam trying to fake on the goal line. FLITZ is a bit awkward, and it's a few low-speed shots that Team Firstkiller are able to handle. Gyro jumps over the top of the bump that Cam looks to throw on his way back to the orange half. Firstkiller pre-flip back to the ball. Able to tap it over the top with Cam and get a demo, but FLITZ still pushes the ball back to the blue half. Cam, quick double. Firstkiller actually did not have the touch, but Cam didn't put enough power on it. Give it a 30 seconds and it might have slowly bounced in, but Gyro has the save. And with a minute left to go, probably a game securing save. I would think that Cam and FLITZ needed that one and then a couple of quick kickoff succession goals. Instead, it is going to be a 3-0 and a game number 2 win for Team Firstkiller. We've already seen reverse sweeps on multiple occasions in this tournament. Will this be another one of those times? I think Cam and FLITZ actually had a scare on a reverse sweep. Might be thinking of a different... We've seen a lot of 2v2 games recently. If you're interested in the other games going on, LJ and Evo are currently playing Ajax and Lion Blaze over on twitch.tv/TheDangerTaco. Firstkiller from the ceiling, and it does go in, courtesy of FLITZ. FLITZ gets credited with a save, but I'm not so sure that that was a save. I think he helped double it in here. 4-0 in game number 2. Team Firstkiller looking strong. 1 win away from an early round 1 win. Game number 3. We're going to need to see some of the cam magic that we saw yesterday. And Gyro is actually going to convert on a kickoff. A lot of different kickoff sequences ensues. Gyro is just cheating. Cam to the back corner. And look to try and cover the distance immediately. Very aggressive back corner grab by Cam to turn upfield and make a play on the ball. Gyro did not really need to do much in order to punish that. Firstkiller not going to be able to find the right side of the net. Cam infield pass. Or sorry, Flitz infield pass to Cam. I don't know if Cam had much boost to work with. Firstkiller, what a great pass. Just up to cover any touch that Flitz might make and guide it out to the midfield for his teammate, and that's exactly what he does. And Gyro gets to take an easy one. Firstkiller into an air dribble. Across the whole field. Reset. Double! Firstkiller makes it a 3-goal lead with not even a minute pass. Gyro is ahead of the ball and actually does pre-jump to cover Flitz. He says, Flitz, you will not challenge Firstkiller early. He is protecting the attacking angle. So Flitz forced to make a more shadowy attempt at the save and could not make the right read to stop Firstkiller from making his way in. Gyro bumping Flitz on the orange back wall. Flitz able to use boost and his saved flip to make it back. Cam didn't get much on that touch, so now he's going to have to deal with Firstkiller the other way. Another double! The angle's impossible, but it's in! It needed a little bit of a finish. So Firstkiller had to fall off of the back wall in order to get the last bit, but my goodness. What a ridiculous angle. Lazarus, thank you for the Prime. The brand new Prime, by the way. Firstkiller and Cam, 50 to the ceiling. Gyro wanted to get out to the ball, and even just flipping out to it, he might have made Flitz play it faster than he otherwise would have. If Gyro plays really passively, Flitz might be able to control the ball, knowing that no one is around to stop him and create a much more threatening attack, but maybe even just by flipping out towards the ball, he puts Flitz on edge and forces him to make a touch that loses control for his team. Flitz flick over Gyro. The follow-up should be free, and Flitz is on the board for Team Cam. Cam back in the typical octane today. Flitz given the biggest freebie of a ball ever, but didn't have the boost that I'm sure he would have loved to have to start an air dribble attack on net. So instead he has to just boom it. Gyro ceiling pinch. Firstkiller is actually disrupting the net and then redirects the ball in. Firstkiller is not showing him right now, but he goes and he gets Cam panicking in net to make it go in and out of the net and then redirects the ball low. Firstkiller is on another level right now. 5-1. Flitz pass to himself off the kickoff. Firstkiller challenges. Before too much can happen here. Cam, big miss. Gyro doesn't have the boost to take a shot, so he does just leave it. Now it's Firstkiller trying to disrupt. Cam ends up doubling to the midfield where Flitz and Gyro perfectly tie. Cam, though, does have a takeaway, so it should be a goal. I think Firstkiller must have turned back here. And yeah, was not in a position. He tried to half flip to correct his mistake, but have to make a touch on the ball if you're going to turn back into play like that. Cam on the kickoff. 1v1s, as we know, the game is never really over with how volatile the kickoff game can be, but 2s is still up there. A lot of different kickoff strategies that can get you a couple quick goals. For example, I was about to say Team Cam down 3. They just need 1 and then a couple creative kickoffs. That being said, Firstkiller is not about to let them back into it. A little pre-flip to continue the carry. Smooth catch, flick. They get a 4-goal lead. This is technically the highest seeded team against the lowest. We saw the EU matches we did earlier today go exactly to seed, which is very interesting to me because I did not seed anything. This is true to the ranked Royale in that all teams are seeded by the rank they had at the deadline. That was what everyone was told, that you're fighting to get as high of a position until the cutoff time, and Firstkiller finished first. That's why he's got himself his #1 seed, and he's showing why he was able to finish first. As his team controlling the match so far. But the big thing is, all across the board, every player who finished higher in ranked won against the player who finished lower. Just goes to show you how telling ranked 2s is. I'm sure we'll see a change-up at some point. But it's not happening in this game. I don't know how Danger Taco's game is going. Maybe it's happening over there. Right now, Cam and Gyro are just playing Don't Get Demoed. Firstkiller lost in the chase each other and try not to get demoed game. I want to go just to Cam's perspective. Where's Cam at? I think he might be 6. Is he done trying to demo Gyro? Gyro trying to get him back. 7-2. The higher seeded player, yes. So 1 player qualified, and they were allowed to pick whoever they wanted for their teammate. It could be someone else who's also in the top 10. It could be someone who isn't in the top 10. And in the case of Firstkiller, I think he did pick someone who was somewhere in the 20-ish range. GG's, Firstkiller Gyro, the 3-0 sweep over Cam and Flitz in round 1.